Alright, so today I thought I'd show you guys how I hook my house up to my inverter and go off grid for about a day or whatever I decide to do. I can go for a maximum of 3 days without conserving power. We haven't really tried to conserve power because it's an inconvenience, and that's not what I really wanted the system for. So I built it so we can run everything the way we do. And the first thing, well, one of the first things I do is I go over to my voltage meter, which runs to my garage. And my batteries are sitting at 14.5 volts. Then I go downstairs. It's gonna be very dark for a short period. I unplug my dryer outlet. And I go to my breaker panel. I get a strip of duct tape ready. This is what I do until I get a generator panel. I can't wait to do that. I should have that in the next few months. So I start off by shutting all the 240 off because I can't run any of the 240. And I stick this on the main breaker. As you can see, I usually write solar across it so nobody turns it on. Now, the main breaker is off with some duct tape over it. My wife knows exactly what that means, so she'll never touch it. Then I'll have to come back down here and show you what I did after. Then I come to the most powerful button in the house. Freedom SW remote. This controls up to 6,000 watts of power. And as you can see, nothing is on in my house. The microwave's off, nothing's on. And then I got the safety switch on in the back because I don't want anybody turning it on if it's not plugged in. So I'll disable that. And then Christmas lights turned on, everything turned on. Because everything turns on with a surge, and probably the fridge or freezer was probably running, and so it's probably now the compressor's probably seized until the pressure goes back down, so it's probably drawing a ton of power there. I don't know until I go outside. But everything's working. I'm going to unplug these lights before I go outside because they're just taking power unnecessarily. And that's how I control my house from inside with this switch. I haven't mounted it yet because I don't want to make this non-removable in the house. So I just keep it on my computer desk. I ran the wires behind underneath the baseboard all the way around the house. So now that controls everything. You can see my laptop is charging. And now I can show you what I did downstairs. This is not the safest way to hook up your house. I don't recommend this unless you're extremely familiar with electricity. This is a dryer outlet, and I have it going in. They're both 8 gauge. They're soldered in the middle, and then I have shrink wrap, and then I have electrical tape over it. So that's what I have for my mains. So My inverter will not be able to even heat these wires up because they are number 8. That's pretty dang thick. Now, oh yeah, I'll show you the breaker panel. Like I said, I always put the duct tape. If my wife is home, which she is not, I write solar on it so she knows not to touch it. She never touches this stuff anyway. She always calls me or asks me to do something for her. I really can't wait till I have my generator panel with just a dummy-proof switch, and then my wife can use it if she needs it. Right now, the only person that uses this is me, because it is dangerous and should not be taken lightly. And the next thing you'll see is the outside in my garage and how everything works. Here we go outside. I have my little Solon-1 mock-up thing I made. It's a 40 watt panel, 600 watt inverter, about 6 amp hour, 11.1 volt lithium ion cells, auto balancer, DC to DC step down buck converter, set to 12.4 volts, and then this balances the cells. As you can see, it's balancing cell number 2 and 3, and then I can run my inverter. It's nothing special, just something I threw together to test. Works alright. Here's my backup generator. I have 2. This is a little one for saving gas, and then here's the big one for running everything. It's my messy garage. I just did a differential job, replaced all the bearings and a diff. Just kind of little favor for a friend. Here's what we got coming in. It is only 10 o'clock in the morning, so some of my panels are still shaded from the house. Something, I think the fridge or something just started, because for a second I could hear this thing bog down pretty good. And now we're only taking 31 amps, and we got about the same coming in. So we're not going backwards, but we're not moving forwards either. And that's how I control my SW3000 from the house. I got my number 8 cable here going into the inverter. I opened it up so I could put a clamp meter on here, because I was wondering how accurate this thing is, and this is really, really accurate. I got my 3-aught cable going to my inverter. All my batteries have 2-gauge wire connecting in between. I wish I had thicker, but it's extremely, extremely expensive. And that is the main system of the house. Here's a little backup system I made. It's a 300 watt pure sine wave low frequency inverter. This is also low frequency. I like them better. They have a much larger surge. Got an auto balancer just in case I need to charge this off like a solar panel or a car or something. This has about 80 amp hours of LiPo cells in here. I did this all myself, soldered them all together. I have all the balance leads together. This thing, it works extremely well. This is my little 100 amp breaker I use for turning it on and off. I more or less just use it as a switch. But it's sitting at fully charged. It's not great to have LiPo sitting fully charged, but if you keep them in the cold, like I have out here, they're sitting at around 5 Celsius, or let's see what the temperature of these batteries are. Let's see, 40 Fahrenheit, so yeah, about 5 Celsius, something around there. And they don't degrade near as fast, even fully charged, if they're kept cold. Same with these. I got, this is more or less what's inside of this, is a bunch of these cells. A bunch of them. And I got a bunch more here too that I put in shrink wrap. And that's mostly it for the system. I'll give you a shot of the solar panels next. Here's the outside. There's, those panels are facing west. These are facing south. And then these ones over here. I don't know what exactly you guys can see, but those are facing west again. That's 750 watts facing west. And then let's see what we got here. It's 3, 4, 5, 500 facing south, and another 130, 260 watts facing west again. And then I got the Commander with its 250 watt panel facing straight up. It's very dirty, probably not making much power. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I might do a few updates through the day, see how the system does, see how many amps we can get coming in on this cooler day. Seems to be sunny, so maybe we'll get some serious power running through these. Thanks for watching. So just put the microwave on. Fridge is running, you probably can't hear it, but the fridge is running. Laptop's running, 2 screens. Everything in the house is running. I don't know what else is running. I can't tell you what the load is in the garage, but I can tell you it's at minimum 150 amps. It's probably more. It's probably around 200 amps. Draw off the batteries because the microwave is taking 150 by itself, and the rest of the house usually takes between 20 and 50. So under load, my batteries are going to 12.1. And it is 40 degrees on the batteries, so they like to go a little bit lower than they do in the summertime. Summertime this will probably be about 12.3 under load. And yeah, so I'm just making myself some soup and microwave. Show you the fridge is running. See? And the compressor is actually running as well. You just can't see it or hear it. So over this 4-minute microwave run, we were sitting at 12.08 volts. And we got another minute and 40 seconds. 40 seconds in the microwave. And we'll see what it hops back to after this. Microwave is about to stop in a couple seconds. There, it just stopped. Oh, you know what else is running? That's why it was so low. My furnace is running as well. See if my fridge is still running. I don't think my fridge is running anymore, but my furnace is running. You can see, I don't know if you can see it, or maybe you'll be able to hear it, I don't know. But the furnace is running. Takes quite a bit of power. Probably about 300 to 400 watts just for the fan. Microwave is done though. So my voltage should be climbing again. My panels aren't putting enough power to make up for the furnace, but they will in peak day. But this is now under load, I bet. I don't know what it is exactly, but in the garage it's probably, I'm guessing 60 to 70 amp load, maybe 80 even. But with that microwave on, now that I know the furnace was on, it was probably quite a bit over a 200 amp load. That's why we were down to 12 volts. It's good to know all this when you're trying to calculate how much power you're using and understanding how much of a strain it puts on your batteries. Luckily I do have, I believe I have 12 or 13 135 amp hour batteries, so I have quite a bit of power and I shouldn't have any issues other than sagging in the lines for drop of voltage. But anyways, I'll keep updating you guys. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button, helps out a lot. Few minutes after, still got my soup here. Furnace shut off, microwave shut off, batteries are going up, 12.91. Laptop is still running. We'll be over 13 volts in no time. About 4 minutes later, we're at 13.2 volts. And as this works its way up, turns the batteries back up. It'll be able to take another big load for a few minutes like that. Surges for about 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and then it slowly recoups. And then I can keep doing that all day long. The only time I lose the battle is at night. I have more than enough power to run during the day, but at night I have no windmills or anything to help during the night, and my furnace comes on. We run a fan in the baby's room 24/7. Well, when she's sleeping anyways, daytime, nighttime, whenever she's having a nap. And just stuff like that. The hot water heater is gas, but it still has a fan and stuff that runs, a sub pump, stuff like that. But the system is quite capable in what it can do. It runs everything but the 240 appliances. And I keep updating you guys on how the system works, and hope you guys enjoy it. Right. The not the furnace, the chest freezer downstairs just turned on. We're over 14 volts. We're at 14.2 volts. They'll go all the way up to 14.5 volts. That's float charge for this temperature. And we're holding at 13.85. Everything's still running. Both screens. Fridge is still running. Everything's running like normal. So, and yeah. So during the day, it looks like I can go off-grid permanent. It's just at night where I lose the battle. If I really can save electricity at night, I'm sure I could go non-stop without losing power. It's just we cook off the George Foreman with it, use the microwave a lot, lights galore. When I do my off-grid tests, I just pretty much keep going as I normally would and just see how long I can go with my system. And right now it's about 3 days. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Now we're sitting at 14.22 volts. Let's go outside and see what kind of power I'm making. Alright, so outside we're actually, oh, something just kicked in real good. What's going on here? Oh, no, nothing kicked in that hard. Sounded like it did. The solar panels started putting up more power just because they're at float voltage, and the house is only using 8 amps DC. And now that it's using more, the charge controllers are compensating for it, but it looks like we have power to burn right now because the house isn't taking near as much as these charge controllers can provide with the solar power I got going into them. There's 1480 watts between the two, and they seem to be doing a great job. Again, here's the inverter, and these are the batteries that I'm using in my system. I have, let's see, how many do I have here? 5, 10, 12 of them. I have 12 of these batteries all hooked up, and there's 2 down here. And that's my system. Everything's working really nicely, and I'll update you guys again if anything cool happens. So the fridge kicked on again. We're still at 14.4 volts. Laptop's still on. And I'm about to make myself some coffee. So I hit the power button. It is now running. Going through some sort of cycle. Oh, and there goes. The element just came on. This is between 15 and 1800 watts for that. About 150, 180 amps coming out of the batteries plus whatever the house is using. So close to 200 again. We're dropping quickly. See what it stops at here. It's holding pretty well at 13 volts. That's impressive. This is with a lot more power on the solar panels though. A lot more. They're probably pushing close to 30 to 40 amps each. I might actually give you guys an update quickly. Let's see. We're not at peak part of the day yet. I forgot we're still in the morning. Almost 12 o'clock though. Only 23 amps each. And 150 amps coming out of this. Oh, here we go. It's funny, I find the Keurigs with these low frequency inverters always make some funny sounds coming out of them. But anyways, most of the power is stopped being used. Now we're climbing again. And we're no longer at float voltage, so it's putting full current into the batteries. And there it goes again. You hear that buzzing? I've had two different Antrac low frequency inverters. And they all do that with these Keurigs. Hear it? It's how it's keeping it. It's cycling on and off to keep the coffee warm. Alright, I can go enjoy my coffee. I'm going down. So now I unplugged everything. And nothing's hooked up anymore. The batteries are getting a little bit of charge from the solar panels. Turn the inverter off, turn the grid back on, and I'll let it get some charge back on it tomorrow. It's supposed to be cloudy all day, so I didn't want to go much past dusk. So we're almost fully charged. So this is it. Just finishing up for today. Just ran off solar just for the day. I had today off, wasn't feeling the best, so took the day off and did something I enjoyed and made a video. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button, helps the channel.